Hey guys, Andy BTW here, and today I'm bringing you a different type of video to what I usually do. It's more of a documentary, a short documentary type of video, but it's a good one in my opinion. I don't know how well it's going to do on the main channel. I'm going to upload it on the main channel. Depending on the views, if you want to see more on this, I will do it on the main. But if you'd rather I do it on the Andy BTW Gaming, I will do it on Andy BTW Gaming. I want to sense the vibe of how well it does, because it might do horribly, and I understand if it does. But yeah, it's a video about Hertha Berlin, a club I've been to. Good few times I've been to Hertha Berlin, favourite club in Germany, and I will talk about them and the state they're in. And yes, please enjoy the video. The majority of time in football, there has been a big club in each capital city. The biggest team in the most countries is from the capital. For an example, you have Real Madrid from Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain from Paris. But there's either some clubs like Arsenal in London and Chelsea in London, Roma in Rome, that aren't as big but are still very, very, very well known. Berlin has never really had a big club who's successively in the Champions League and competing for trophies. This is a huge part of where the problem is for Hertha. And they have been, instead of fighting for trophies, they have been a team who has been flirting with relegation to the second division for pretty much their entire existence as a club. They have been pretty much, I wouldn't say a yo-yo team, but certainly have been in the second division a good few times. And their ambition has always been to the top. They were last relegated in 2011 to 2012, but they bounced back straight away, easily winning the second division, giving many fans hope that the club had a very big, bright future ahead, with them qualifying for Europe and competing for trophies and being able to sign big name players with a big stadium, being able to attract some really world-class stars to the club and build their way up to the Champions League and more, well, European things, and fighting with the bigger boys, trying to make Berlin a big footballing city like it should be. And yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes when we talk about it, because Hertha did get into Europe a few years after promotion, and they did it back to back. As you can see here, Hertha did finish in 7th and 6th in 2016 and 2017. Two very good positions for the club, but then they slowly floated off into mid-table. They did around, the years, and a lot of the problem was investment wasn't working out, and they would eventually be in a relegation dogfight, which wasn't good for the club. Because with relegation came massive money problems for the club. They have become 40 million in debt, and a lot of this is because of Hertha's ruthless signings. They have signed loads of players like Jovetic and Kevin Prince Boateng on big wages who haven't quite delivered to what they were expected to be. And it's a lot of Hertha's problem is they have a lot of older players who are just not good enough to be at a club like that, and who do not have the ambition to be at a club like Hertha. And they haven't paid back what Hertha would have paid for them on the pitch whatsoever. And this has put Hertha in so much debt, and now they're in the second division. But also having a big stadium, the Olympic Stadium, hasn't really helped for Hertha, considering it is the lowest filled ground in the Bundesliga it has been the last few years, only selling about 60% of the tickets for the stadium, for the home fans. It hasn't been very good for Hertha, to say the least. It's too big a stadium for them, and they are thinking of helping the finances by moving stadium, because it's too big, and leaving that as maybe the German national team ground, or some people have other ideas, that them and neighbours Union should swap stadiums. Few people are outraged by this in Berlin because they don't want to be moving to the other directions of the country, because the two stadiums are very far away from each other and not many people want to be doing it, going all the way across the country to follow their team. But they do need it because Union are in the Champions League. Union are now they are the biggest team in Berlin now. That is for a fact. I might be doing a video on Union later. As for Hertha, will they ever reach the heights of their teams that won the league in the 30s? In the early 30s, before it was known as the Bundesliga, Hertha did win the league. Will they ever get back up to that feat, or are they doomed to just be a second division club for the rest of time? So, hey guys, thank you for watching this. If you liked it, leave a like. Leave a comment if you want me to do more of these. As I say, I could do them on the main channel, the second channel. Let me know what you'd rather do. And yeah, if there's any ones particular you want me to do, I will do. Thinking I could do one with Luton. I know loads of people do, but I don't know. I could do one with Luton if you want to see it. So, yeah. Anyway, it's been me. I'll see you on Friday for Bows versus Sligo.